The curse to come upon Israel as a result of the Arab invasion in Psalm 83 are described in terms which are extremely befitting to modern warfare. The plagues to come upon Israel as a result of the invasions are almost impossible to identify with anything presently known: a consumption, a fever, an inflammation, an extreme burning, blasting, the burning urge that shall consume the eyes. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 22, Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 16 all seem to echo the language of nuclear fallout. They shall be burnt and devoured with burning heat and with bitter destruction. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 24 is very similar. The release of complex biological and chemical weapons as well as nuclear detonation would explain why rainfall patterns will be interrupted during this Holocaust. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 23. The fallout from such weapons would create the murderous rain of dust upon the land, which Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 24 speaks of. Yahweh shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust from heaven, it shall come down upon thee until thou be destroyed. It is twice emphasized that those in the land who suffer blindness, Deuteronomy chapter 28 verses 28 and 29. This has not yet happened. The context invites us to read this as literal rather than figurative. We know that the Arabs who attack Jerusalem will both fight each other and have their eyes rot in their sockets. Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 12. The implication being that they use their nuclear missiles against each other as well as against Israel. Their earlier use of these weapons would account for this blindness coming upon Israel, and again we see the principle that what the Arabs do to Israel will be inflicted upon them, as Israel was punished with the curse of infighting. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 19. So the Arabs will be. As Israel will experience a great earthquake, Ezekiel chapter 38 and verse 19, so will their enemy. Revelation chapter 16 verses 18 and 19 indicating that Babylon will be present in Israel. For other instances of the punishment upon Israel coming upon her latter-day enemies, see Joel chapter 3 verses 6 and 8 and Ezekiel chapter 6 and verse 5. Compare Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 15. The pillars of smoke in Joel chapter 2 and verse 30 could be an allusion to the mushroom cloud. Yahweh shall make the rain of thy land powder and dust from heaven, that is the sky, shall it come down upon thee. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 24 has never yet been fulfilled. Nuclear fallout would exactly fit the bill. Likewise, Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 6, describing the invasion of latter-day Babylon, Assyria, as yet to be accurately fulfilled. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of armies with great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. The latter-day Assyria will be destroyed with fire that will consume you. The sword will cut you down. They will devour you like a swarm of locusts. The latter-day invasion from the Euphrates, geographically Babylon, will result in men being killed by fire, smoke and brimstone. Revelation chapter 9 verses 14 and 18. This could be the language of nuclear war.